Hey everyone, so looks like Felidar Guardian is actually banned in Standard. JK, JK. So Aaron Forsyth just posted here on Magic the Gathering's official website, the Mothership, that they've redacted the ban and restricted announcement from yesterday. Not a full redaction, but in terms of the standard format, and in that, Felidar Guardian is banned. So, hey, they listen to us. Yay! Woo! That's fucking great, right? Everyone's happy about it. Well, no, they're not, and for good reason too. There is the argument that like Magic players will complain about anything. You know, you give them Modern Masters packs, they complain about it, even though it's value. People will complain about invocations for whichever reason that they want to complain about, and people will just be like, "Oh, you're just complaining for the sake of complaining." But for this Felidar unbanning, I can see why people are complaining, and I feel like they have the right to complain. So, for those of you that have not been paying attention or have been living under a proverbial magic rock over the past couple days, the standard ban announcement for the 25th, everyone was expecting Felidar, Guardian, or Saheeli Rai to be banned, and they didn't. And there was a lot of backlash, including from myself on this channel. And I even made a video saying, hey, if I don't get this out here, it'll be irrelevant information soon. And wow, how how right was I? Oh man. So yeah, turns out that that's just an outdated video, and I think I'm still going to keep it on the channel just for record, just because it's really funny to watch, especially if you watch this video afterwards. So why are they unbanning it? So let's look into this article here by Aaron Forsyth. Why are we making this call now, and why didn't we make it into our regular BNR announcement on Monday? The answer is data. We knew going into Monday that the Saheeli Felidar combo was a significant issue for Standard, and we were watching it closely. Our rationale for raiding was to make sure we only needed to take one and only one action to correct the Standard environment. Our plan was to monitor early play behavior in pro competition and make a call following Pro Tour Amonkhet. Okay, from that perspective, that completely and totally makes sense, but I don't think they took into account of all the initial backlash. So, since the initial announcement, for the first time ever, we pre-released a new card set on Magic Online before the formal release date. This happened on Monday. What we expected to take a few weeks to understand has ended up taking 2 days to form a clear picture of a metagame unbalanced by the copycat combo, as even its natural predator, Mardu Vehicles, fell behind. Couple this with the consensus among a wide sampling of pros and feedback and pizza from our community, and we decided to take action. Well, no shit, you make a whole bunch of good answers towards Felidar, or not Felidar combo, Mardu Vehicles, so obviously that deck is going to be weaker against the entire field, and it still has to deal with Saheeli. It goes back to the argument that I was talking about earlier with, you can make a deck to beat Vehicles, but it just folds to Saheeli, and obviously they see that as well. So while Mardu Vehicles was effectively the number 2 deck in the format, with Amonkhet coming into the format, it seems that that deck moved from being number 2 to like 2.5. I don't know if that makes any sense. Like tiers, it was a tier 1 deck, and then with Amonkhet released, it moved down to like a tier 2 deck, proverbially. Like, I'm not an expert or anything. I could be totally talking out of my ass, but that's what I'm getting from with this paragraph here. So, oh, that's probably a friend sharing with me the good news. So, Saheeli Felidar's win-loss ratio and metagame share has actually increased since the release of Amonkhet. Okay, so that's exactly what I've been talking about. In Magic Online Standard League since Monday, Saheeli combo has made up approximately 40% of 5-0 and 4-1 deck lists, up from prior to Amonkhet's release. While we never take decisions this lightly and recognize this is a change from the norm, when a plurality of the data points in a clear direction, we will take action. So, yeah, good. Good on you. Good on you for seeing that shit was getting real bad, and good on you for hitting the emergency ban button. I mean, it makes sense why you didn't ban it initially, because you wanted to see how Amonkhet would handle the format. And now they can clearly see how Amonkhet will handle the format, and it turns out that Saheeli Felidar is just the Stone Cold Nutter Butters, high and like just completely above everybody else. So we also understand we shouldn't let combos like Saheeli Felidar get out the door in the first place. For that, we take ownership and are making changes to try and prevent this from happening again. But our highest priority is keeping Magic fun and enjoyable for our new players. We believe this banning, coupled with a number of eternal testing process improvements, will be significant steps towards making Standard the fun, dynamic format we all want it to be in perpetuity. So, yeah, this dude seems completely and totally genuine in this article. I can believe everything that he says here. You know, he's essentially saying, guys, we fucked up. I'm sorry. And I'm glad that they're taking action, that, you know, they're being forward and aggressive with this. I mean, you could make the argument that, oh, since Wizards of the Coast has increased the rotation of bannings, you know, they should have been on top of it more, especially with Saheeli and Felidar, because earlier they said Coco was an issue, and they would have banned that if they had the choice. And they they just went ahead and pressed the ban button on Reflector Mage, Smuggler's Copter, and Emrakul, but yet they didn't want to do it on the Splinter Twin combo in Standard. So at least they finally made it right. And some people can still be angry about it. I still kind of am. I'm just a tad bit salty, but whatever. I'll get over it in the next few days. I'm just glad that we as brewers can just have fun with the format. You know, we have from Battle for Zendikar all the way to Amonkhet. So we have so many cards and so many mechanics and so many different interactions that it seems like it's going to be a really fucking sweet Standard environment, and I cannot wait to brew decks for it. So that's the biggest net positive out of everything negative I could say about this decision. And as Wizards of the Coast as a company as a whole, how they've been for like the past 2 years, that's all well and good, but for right now, what's important is a fun Standard environment. So I have to give kudos to them, and I have to thank them. So what do you all think? Let me know down in the comments down below. Am I right? Am I wrong? You know, let me know. Is this going to make you want to come back in Standard? I hope so, because Wizards wants you to, and I want you to, because we should all enjoy Standard and Magic as a whole. So, yeah, let me know what you all think. Anyways, I'm Tasty Snackies. You all have been wonderful, and I'll catch you on the flip side.